Welcome to You Guys Shred, where four friends talk about an album they just made. So go to hell. You Guys Shred! Well, we did it, boys. We got one song out. The whole album is wrapped the fuck up. Vinyl is in production. It's on its way.
It's out the door.
Yeah, it's out the door. That's for sure. It's not in our hands anymore.
Yeah.
All
Never really
finished
was.
up. Never really. You need to put it in the middle, so I have the option as well, or I can get a little
Yeah,
pad,
that's
you know,
a
so I
good
can do shit
idea.
too.
I should get a little pad.
I would
for-
abuse. I would
You
abuse
have
it.
a little pad.
I wonder
True.
if that would work.
It probably would work. And it has 16 buttons on it.
That's too many sounds. I think that's
No way.
yeah.
So I figured we would start off with how we kind of all met, and we have a mini documentary coming out here. Will probably be soon after this episode airs, but we didn't really go into crazy detail of like how we all met. I feel like it really starts with Tyler and I, because then we met in high school, and we were in our high school 7 Second Suck Fest band, as Suede called it, and then when I first started, the dudes I had playing with me was not you guys, you know. Not
It's not good.
It's not
It
good.
wasn't, it was not me.
It wasn't
I can say that.
you guys.
Yeah,
But-
you guys shred.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You
Dude,
guys
shred
too.
too.
But I feel like Mike, we didn't really. I haven't thought about this for a long time, but we hung out in high school. Obviously, we were in the same circles, and your band, Seven Eves, and you were in a different one as well at that time, right?
I guess kind of.
But we like all hung out and we all played shows together,
Yeah.
and like we were all always in the same
Yeah.
circles.
Yeah, no, we had the
But
same
I feel
friends.
like I don't know why, but you and I were hanging out one time, and I was dropping you off. Maybe it was you and Gabe, your little brother, and your parents' house has like this really steep fucking driveway. And if you're coming from the north, it's really easy to get into. But if you're coming from the south, which we were, it's really hard to turn into.
Yeah, you gotta make
And
a
I was
good
turning
U-turn.
my dad's car in.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, I don't know. This is like pretty close. I don't think I'm gonna make it. And Mike's like, no, dude, it's fine. Like I do it all the time. It's cool. And I just swing it, and it just fucking wham!
Yep,
Just
right
red
into the-
Foreman, goddamn Honda Accord, just that's white with this big black, just whoosh. My dad was so fucking pissed, dude. And you're just like, oh, you hit it.
I never do that.
Yeah, he's like, I never.
Mike's
do
like,
that.
I told you weren't gonna
No,
make it.
it's just not good enough.
Do you remember why we were hanging? Fuck. Do you remember why we were hanging out though?
I remember you, me, and
Was it Gabe?
It's
I
probably
think
because
it
you were
was
bored.
Jesse.
Oh, was it Jesse? Oh,
Moran.
okay, yeah.
We were doing something. I can't remember what we were doing, but we were hanging out that night.
Well, and Mike and I knew each other before that. We actually
Yeah, way before I even met you guys. Yeah,
Yeah, me and Tyler were friends.
you were in the
When we
first
were in-
iteration of 7 Second Sunset Fjord.
Yeah.
Fjord.
but
You
even
played
before that,
saxophone.
me and Tyler were friends in elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah.
How'd
we've
that
been-
happen? You remember? Like borrowed some crayons,
No, I mean,
sharing juice boxes,
maybe in a way, but not in crayons. It
comparing
was-
penis sizes.
I actually do remember what it
cut
was.
that.
We because you had Mr. Stutz, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Mr. What?
Mr.
Stutz.
Stutz was his
Okay.
5th grade teacher.
I heard that differently.
Shout out Mr. Stutz.
Yeah, dude, for real. He's such a
He's
good
not gonna
tea-
listen to
He's
this.
a good teacher.
He really is.
Were you in the band when you guys tried to play the junior high talent show? Because I remember Jesse telling me about that. You guys tried to play a Coheed cover, and the teacher like read the lyrics, and they're like, "Fuck no."
I don't think I was, but I was like hanging out with, because me and Tyler and Chase Gerber, and then another friend of ours, Andrew Lamont.
Lamont, yeah.
We were gonna do a Sum 41 Fat Lip cover, and
What
because
year was that?
What we were we in
When Sum
ninth grade.
41 was still cool, I guess.
We were in 9th grade, so it was 2010, 2009. No,
It's a good thing we're filming this because if you're listening right now, you have no idea what the fuck's going on.
We were. Yeah, no, because of it says abortion in it. She was all like,
Oh,
"No,
is
we're
that
not
what it
gonna let you
was?
guys do it." I was like, I didn't even think about that. I'm just 12, or however old I was.
I think like a year before,
Mom should have gotten an abortion.
or like
Abortion,
the
abortion,
same year,
abortion.
like we tried to play, like the same group of people. I feel like we tried to play Welcome Home.
Is that what it
and
was? I thought it was.
I don't.
I thought it was a
It
different.
wasn't the
Coheed.
same.
I thought
That
it was
wasn't
like
the
a
same
deeper
year. It was a
cut.
different
It
time.
wasn't the same
No,
year?
it was Welcome Home because it was that had the lyric that talked about like cut the throats of
Cut-
babies or
yeah.
whatever, and they wouldn't let us play it
Yeah.
because of that.
I thought that was in a different Coheed song, but all the
That's
dudes
not
with
Welcome Home.
keyworks
That's,
tattooed on them
that's,
are losing
In
it right
Keeping
now.
Secrets of
Oh,
Silent
yeah.
thank
3.
you. Yes, it is. You're right.
It's a deeper cut.
Yeah, you gotta be into Coheed to know.
I'll just cut that out.
Poser.
Don't worry, I got you, bud.
And then Carter's the last one. Everyone thinks that Carter's older than all of us, but you're fucking way younger than all of us. You remember hanging out when we were playing shows, right? You're the we that's lass.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
No,
Carter was.
Man of
He was-
wor-
he
man
was
of
a
many
weird
words.
little lad.
I remember going to the 7 Second Sunset shows and being like, oh, these guys are cool.
These guys fuck.
Yeah.
These guys shred.
I mean, yeah. That's what I thought.
Oh, God.
These guys are badass.
Because you were friends with Suede's little brother, right?
Yeah, I was friends with Mike's little brother, too.
Yeah, that's how I know Carter. Is through Gabe.
Yeah.
Small
I
world.
remember
Yeah, because
Mike-
I mean, I'm friends with your older sister. That's how you ended up being in the band.
Yeah.
But you used to go and jam with Mike's family or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones who taught me how to jam.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Before you just peanut buttered.
Pretty much.
You jellied, actually.
This is where you buckle in. We're in for a rough one.
There's no substance. It's all just.
None of this is good. We can't use any of it. We'll start now. Holy fuck. Oh my god. But yes. I mean, so in the order of how things came together, Tyler obviously joined on drums. I still had the other fellas, Cooper Harnoski playing guitar, my buddy Travis McKell playing bass, and then things kind of just whatever falled off. Carter joined us for a show, and then finally Mike joining us last. And the first time we all jammed together was in my old house. I had just sold it, and I was like, oh, I just sold the house. I have it for like 1 or 2 more days. Let's set up in the living room with like all the shit and just like give it one last hurrah before I move out. And that when we first jammed was like, even from the first song, whatever, I don't know if you guys even remember what we played, but it was like, yeah, this is right. This is how it should be. This is right.
Disparity, I'm pretty sure.
Was it? Yeah. It was finally like, oh, fucking, finally it sounds how I want it to. And it's like all locked in. Because, I mean, those that don't know, finding the right people for a band is not just like musicians, but like personality types, musical tastes. It just goes so much deeper than a fucking, you know, someone that can just play good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when it finally did, it was cohesive.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm glad I could help you.
And Mike and I also had the benefit of playing
Oh yeah, you
in
guys-
bands
yeah.
before, so it was just like we had that solid rhythm section.
Yeah.
That it was just easy to kind of bring in.
Yeah. I mean, because at that point, yeah, you guys had already been in No Robot and have played together for how many years? You and I had played together for a while. By the time Mike joined us, Carter had already played with us quite a bit too. So everything was gelling properly.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
And as people are learning from this episode, you guys are all chatterboxes.
Yeah, thanks for having us on the show.
Where we're counting how many words Carter was going to say.
All we do is just talk and never get anything done. We're the worst.
Yep.
Sorry, I just got a message from Corky. For those listening or watching as well, we're going on K-Bear right after this. So, well, it probably already aired, but that, yeah. it would've
So
already
tune
aired by
in.
then, but-
Tune in last week.
Tune in last week.
Catch the episode on wherever you get FM radio replays.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can go on their website. I don't know if you can re-listen to things, but you can go on their website to stream it.
If
But-
you can, we'll share the link with this episode.
Yeah. If not, look out for some stupid videos. Carter just learned how to use his camera.
Look out for the vertical videos on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I got a good one coming into the
Coming in
podcast
hot
today.
Coming in real hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
So I feel like we gotta talk about. I mean, the whole emphasis of the podcast is like bad tour stories, and we have some funny ones that I haven't said or we haven't talked about yet because we've saved them for like this episode.
Oh baby.
Oh baby, was it? And I think was it our very first like out of town trip? Was it when we went to Moab?
No.
Oh, no, we went to Richfield.
Yeah.
we had played like the Oktoberfest or Rocktoberfest. My bad. Rocktoberfest in Richfield. But that one, I guess no, that one. I was gonna say that one went over fine, but we actually had some stuff where like, I mean, I feel like the one thing I'm remembering is we listened to like Kyle Kinane all the way, but when we were like going into the gas station, that dude in front of us or something as we were trying to leave, like what was it?
Yeah, well, so there was a car in front of us they weren't even getting gas when we pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
So we pump gas, we're done. Two people come out of the gas station and get in the truck.
Right, we have the van and the trailer.
Yeah, we've got
While
that
they're getting in the truck, two more people get out of the truck. They go inside and come back out with like XL drinks or whatever.
Right, we were already waiting for them. Yeah.
They get back to the truck, and then the first two people get out and start fucking with shit in the bed of the truck.
Yeah, trying to like move it around, and we're like,
And
we just want to go home.
We're pulling a trailer, so we can't just like pull, like we can't just back up in this like really small parking lot.
I mean, did I have to like? I feel like did I have to go around them or did I? No, I backed up.
No, you did.
I like
you
did like a
end up
20-point
backing
Austin
up,
Powers
but,
back
yeah,
up turn.
it
I was
was
like,
not
fuck
very
this.
open.
Yeah, we were just trying to avoid that, but
And then as we were leaving and we got back and we're about to get on the freeway, there was like a bunch of kittens. Yeah, like a whole thing
whole
of kittens.
family of
Kittens just
kittens.
following the mom across the freeway. We're like, what the fuck? And we stopped and then there's another car that about like hit him. We're like, no.
yeah,
Yeah, it was what the fuck
it
was
was
that?
a whole caboodle of kittens.
Did anything else happen that show?
I don't. Who else played?
I mean the kitty
I
thing
can't
and
remember.
the backup thing was whatever. Oh, on the way down we had horrible Taco Bell. Oh no! I'm thinking of Moab.
No, that was
yeah.
Moab.
That's all
Yeah.
leading up to Moab, which was the probably the most crazy trip when we went out to Moab and played. I don't even know what it's called, like the landing strip or something. It's like a hippie commune almost. Yeah, but like that one was holy fuck. I mean, where do we start? So same setup, van and trailer. We took off, and I think the first thing that happened is we stopped to get Taco Bell because we were all hungry, and the Taco Bell was it Price? Yeah, it was Price. How could you forget? In Price was the worst fucking Taco Bell we've ever had. Like obviously Taco Bell already has a certain quality to it, but like holy shit, every single one of our orders was disgusting and like messed up, and everyone's like, what the fuck? So that happens. We're all got the shits, right?
I did not have Taco Bell. I had gas station food.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, like that's better.
The one time that the
That's
gas
better?
station
It
food
was
was better.
It was better.
Was it sushi?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a sandwich.
And then so we got back on the road, and we're like pulling into Moab, which from where we live is like 4 hours, right? Something like that to
yeah.
get to Moab.
Yeah.
But
three.
4 hours, whatever it
5
is. With the
minutes on
van
this
and trailer, I feel like it took us longer. But on the way in, the Moab like Center Street was under construction, so like the traffic was like all the way back. I don't even know how many fucking miles.
6 or 7 miles
Yeah,
outside of Moab.
outside of Moab.
Stopped.
So we're stuck. We're trying to get to this show, but we're moving at the speed of a snail, I guess. And your ex-girlfriend was in the back, and I didn't even hear this or anything. But Tyler apparently heard it in the bench because it was too far back. But she really had to fucking pee.
Well, she let us all know for like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we knew well before we arrived.
I feel like I even saw like a porta potty. I'm like, we're going slow enough. Get out, go to the porta potty. By the time we get next to the porta potty, you can get back in. But she didn't want to, right?
I had to pee super bad as well, and
yeah.
like I had thought about getting out because like there were enough bushes and stuff. Like we were moving slow enough. I thought about it, but I wasn't as desperate. But having her like constantly having to go was like making me have to go even more. I was like, come, I'm trying to be strong here. I need you to be strong.
What was she saying?
I don't remember. She just kept being like, I have to pee like I can't hold it. I can't
Right,
hold it.
and then
Like, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Yeah, and then,
No, she-
then what happened next, Mike?
She ended up taking one of those Taco Bell cups and peeing in that. In the
Right,
very
which I was
back of
like,
the van.
she's like, yeah, but I was like, which I mean, we've all done, but like, first off, props to a woman to be able to
yeah,
do that.
for sure.
There was no shiwi
Yeah.
in this equation, and I didn't even hear. I was like, I didn't even hear her pee or anything, and you're like, oh, I heard all of that. You heard.
Yeah, we
it
were
all.
sitting in the
funny, man.
seat right in front of them, so we could hear everything. But
Yeah, she peed in the cup,
Yep.
and then she was like, "I don't know what to do with this." And so
Yeah,
she
so
handed it to Carter. Or no, Carter.
No, she tried to. I was like, I'm
Carter
good. I'm
opened
good,
up.
bro.
Carter just opens up the door, and she just.
But
While we're moving,
at
like
this point,
10
we're
miles an
actually
hour.
moving now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like hanging out of it, pouring. Because it's got the lid with the straw on it. She's like pulls it and just like hanging out. Like, what the fuck are you doing? The car's behind us. Just see a fucking girl with black hair just fucking leaning out, pouring piss out of a Taco Bell. Like obviously piss. It's a clear fucking bottle.
that's some weird colored Baja Blast.
And we thought that would be like the weirdest part of it because we finally got to the venue, got like parked and loaded in and everything, and then since it was like a hippie commune, there's like a naked kid just running around, and that naked kid, your ex-girlfriend also was playing with, and then the kid bit her.
Yeah, he bit the fuck out of her
times.
knee. Like he just was like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna
I'm
bite
a
this right now."
piranha.
I just went for it. Like
I'm a piranha from the Amazon. And then that you thought that was enough, because then we played. We had a really good time. Everyone was like dancing and having fun. They like fed us like really
some
delicious.
good
yeah,
pumpkin curry,
yeah.
dude.
like after we got done
Good.
playing too, like my throat hurt like really bad, and I was like, "Do you guys have any like anything like anything?" She's like, "Oh, I'll make you some tea," and she made like this crazy.
That's-
Was it like a jasmine tea or
I can't
something?
remember what it was. But
Spicy tea.
It was spicy.
I think it's jasmine because it like instantly soothed my throat. It was amazing.
It was weird. It was way good.
Because because we did that while I was probably getting the jasmine tea order. You guys like walked down to the gas station to get some beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't there when that didn't you say something happened then too? Like something across the street.
Didn't you went?
I feel like Tyler and Krista went to get beer.
We went
I
to
don't
get
remember
beer.
going.
I don't remember that. I remember the gas station guy. The gas station guy was like crazy. Like,
Wait, he's a gas station guy.
well, yeah. I don't remember. I don't recall really anything weird happening on that trip.
I feel like
though.
there was something on that. And then you guys came back. We were having some beers, feeling good. We're like, all right, show's kind of over. We have a long drive. We had to get back that night. We didn't stay or anything. So we're like, the longer we wait, the fucking longer until we get home. So I back up the van in the trailer to load up the gear. And we're, I don't know. I feel like at this point we should kind of talk about Carl. Because at this point you guys hadn't met Carl. I had just
See,
told you about
we'd
Carl.
only heard about Carl.
wasn't even there though.
No, Carl was there.
I had two beers.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know though, man. Because Carl is when Carter gets drunk, he turns into Carl. So as you can see right now, his arms are folded and he's very quiet and reserved. When he gets drunk, Carl comes out and he's all loosey goosey and fun. We love Carl. Carl's a good guy. And
Carl's a fun time.
Carl's a good time. The first time I met Carl was at my wedding, and he showed up later. So he's like, I gotta catch up. So he like just what was it, like a thing of rum?
I went to the bar and I asked what they had, and it was like, well, we have wine and rum.
Yeah,
So
so
I said,
we-
okay, well, I'll have some rum. I don't remember who was running the bar, but they just like
My brother-in-law.
he just like put the bottle in front of me, and it was like, as much as you want, bro. Like we don't want to take it home.
Nice.
So throughout the thing, we kept. I mean, you're just like going off. Like I was showing you around the house or whatever, and I showed you my Volkswagen bus, and you're like, "Dude, wow, it's fucking awesome! It's a bus, man." At this point, you had been like sober for a couple of weeks or something, right?
A couple months.
Couple months, and then this night was like the night where you're like, I'm fucking letting loose, let's go. And you were like hanging off your wife, and you said goodbye to me like 5 different times, none of which was like congratulations on the wedding or anything. It was more like, thanks for showing me your bus, Keaton, that was a good time. You're just like hanging off Kelly, you just keep going. It's like, oh fucking this guy, I don't know this guy. This guy's different. This guy's like Carl. This guy's Carl. This guy's Carl. which is amazing. I love Carl. And then, so jumping back to our story, as we were loading in,
We put down the ramp
Yeah,
on
we
the
put
trailer.
down
And
the ramp.
Keaton's like, "Hey, be careful with that ramp on
because
the
it
trailer."
had been
Like,
broken before.
yeah, he's like, "Don't jump on it or anything like this."
And you're like with your hands in your pocket. You're like, "Oh, you mean this trailer?" And you start jumping up and down like in circles. You're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." And you're like, "Oh, I get what you mean by Carl."
Yeah, I'm like, I think I know. I think I just met Carl.
I think I just met Carl. The other problem with the trailer too is like it's a lower trailer, so if you're not like looking when you're leaving, you'll fucking bang your
Oh, I
head
hit my
every time.
head
So
every time.
Yeah, everyone hits their head. But so we finally get fucking loaded up. We get everything in, but where the van is, and then where the exit is like kind of like right where the head of the van is at, because it's like there's really not much room, and the only way we could back up to get the gear out is if we kind of blocked this fucking Subaru. So we're blocking this kind of Subaru, and I feel like you should kind of give a little bit of backstory to, because I didn't hear this, but the person that happened to own the Subaru was an interesting character, which I could only describe as like a school librarian or maybe like a lunch lady or bus driver. You know what I mean? Like frizzy, weird hair, like the
Just
glasses.
Think of old school librarian, but hippie.
Yeah, hippie
Yeah.
school librarian. And you said you overheard her.
I think it was Kelly. I think it was Carter's wife that had overheard her talking about it.
But she was like apparently hamming up that she knows Arabic and that it's like the hardest language. Like it's no big deal, but like, yeah, I speak it. And like, I didn't know, none of us knew that she had already said that, but apparently she had been bragging all night that she knew Arabic.
Well, I
So-
think she said she knew like second Arabic too.
Oh,
Didn't
God.
somebody say that at one point?
I think
I
Kelly
think
said that.
Yeah.
The second form.
She was talking about 2 forms of Arabic.
Yeah, Jesus fuck. So
And I wouldn't know.
So we're blocking her Subaru with the van and the trailer. I got our buddy Al, who was running sound, and then playing his other band, Starcross Loners, was playing the show. He's like on the path next to me on the driver's side here. I feel like Mike, you were on the other side over here, making sure I don't hit anything.
Yeah,
And then I got
he's on the
everyone else like on the back, making sure that I don't hit anything when I'm backing up either. So every point of the van and the trailer is fucking covered. And I'm trying to back up to get out of the way so they can get out. And she is just she had to be fucking drunk. That's the only excuse. Because I just like look in my rearview mirror and I just see this fucking lady screaming at me, "You have to turn it this way! You have to turn it this way! I'm not speaking Arabic here. Listen to me." And Al's like, "We got it." At this point, she and her like posse get into their car. They open the
Outback.
back. Yeah, the Outback.
Subaru Outback.
Open the fucking back. One lady just like barrel rolls into the back of it. Into the like they just open the back of the Subaru.
There's like a
Barrel
bunch
roll
of blankets in the
yeah,
back.
But she like
just
does it
rolls
so
into.
swiftly, like she grabs the handle as she does it, and this is like a swift like
Like it wasn't
just-
her first time. She had done this before.
No, they
She's
had
like she was in the
rehearsed this.
Airborne Rangers and she knew what the fuck she was doing. She just darted in. I'm pretty sure she had a smile on her face too. She was like stoked that she got to show off her skills. So they're in the car. I'm still trying to back this bitch up and get out of the way for her, and she's like fucking honking or whatever else. Carl gets back in the seat, which is the bench right behind the driver's seat. And you know, she by the time you'd done that, she's at the thing screaming at me, "I'm not speaking Arabic. Listen to me." Carl's back there and he goes, "Huh, that's funny, Keaton. For a second there, I thought you were speaking Arabic." Carl's got perfect timing. So I finally backed out. I feel like, I don't know if she heard you say that, but obviously the window's down. I'm laughing my ass off at that. Like I'm smacking the wheel as I do, just clapping and shit, laughing my ass off. And she saw me laughing and she's super pissed. Like, I think she stuck her tongue out at
Yeah,
me.
she like sticks her tongue out as she's reversing out or something like that.
Yeah, she finally gets out of the way and we leave. At this point, I feel like it's like fucking 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something. Not too late, but late enough. We're like, okay, we have a long drive back. Maybe it was like 10
It
o'clock.
was like 10.
Yeah, it was
And,
like 10
and this
o'clock.
is why we put Kelly up in the passenger
Yeah,
seat.
passenger seat. All you fucking dudes fell asleep on me. And so we take off. I'm like, okay, well, we need to stop and get gas. But it's every fucking gas station we stopped at was closed or wasn't like working, like the pumps were turned off or something. Like, what the fuck? So we finally, because I feel like the first one we stopped at had porta potty, so everyone could evacuate their bowels finally. But we finally get going. Everyone's asleep. Kelly's and your wife is in the passenger seat, keeping me company. And all of a sudden, I see police lights go off,
yeah.
and I'm shitting my pants. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm pretty sure. We all we're drinking. I'm pretty sure we all smoked weed. We got green cards. It's legal. We didn't at the time. So we're all like shitting our pants. No one obviously but us had our seatbelts on or anything, so we're like fucking pulling over. I'm like, everybody wake up, put your seatbelts on. Everyone wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. The guy comes up, and apparently the chains between the trailer and the van had came loose, and they were dragging. And it must have been in summer or something, because it's during the fire season or whatever it is, and they were causing sparks and shit. So he honestly was just like, all right, let's fix it. He watched me fix it, and he's like, all right, cool, just get out. He didn't care. He's just like, fix this, and I want to go home too. But thank God for Kelly, because I would have fell asleep. I mean, it was a long drive through the canyon back there. But yeah, that was a good time.
That was.
Yeah, we nicknamed your ex-girlfriend Hannah Moab after that trip, because she had quite the pee, the fat.
She had quite the trip.
Yeah. I guess she also she was pretty trash too, I think. Because
Probably.
when we stopped at one of those gas stations, she was like, there was like one of those poles, and she was like trying to balance, like plank on it or something. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get in the car.
I mean, all said and done, it was a really fun show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It wasn't
Like, I would
bad.
definitely play there again.
It was a great experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Are you
everyone
kidding me?
there was super nice.
If we play there again,
Yeah.
I'd love for that lady to be there, speaking Arabic as we play.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to like write a song with Arabic lyrics.
Yeah,
for her,
something.
so that she
It
can
was
listen.
fun
two
though, because it's
times.
like they were all like dancing and stuff. It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, doing
It was a
the
good
hippie
time.
dancing.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
Fun stuff, man.
It was pretty fun.
It's a beautiful place for like a little venue too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it
mountains
was just
on
like
both
right in the
sides.
middle of town and like kind of hidden from everything else.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I guess you could say granolas.
Yeah.
Granolas. It was a good time though.
Yeah.
And then we recently went back up to Idaho. That was fun. Played scratch off cards.
Yeah.
You guys went in and out of the gas station like
Yeah.
8 times.
Well, yeah,
we'd win
it's like the slots. You just they give you enough to keep but you just keep gradually losing your money.
Yeah. Go buy like $20 worth of cards, win like $7.
Yeah.
Go buy $7 worth of cards, win
The rule
$3.
is we didn't stop unless we. What was the rule? We weren't gonna stop unless we like doubled our money or something.
I don't remember. Yeah. But we sat there for like an hour. It felt like just scratching scratchers off of the same like $20.
True.
But
Guy was wearing a captain's hat.
Yeah, that.
A lot of this stuff that we're talking about and different things will be. I don't know if we got the Moab trip, but we're gonna have a music video for one of the new songs, and it's gonna be like a compilation of a bunch of different live footage and things from the road and all kinds of different stuff. But I had an idea. I think it was during one of the Rocktober shows that I would like. I guess I don't want to spoil it. But there's some funny shit that we did in hotels.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I talk about in Richfield when you woke me up with your fart that sounded like a goddamn. your fart sounded like a goddamn game buzzer. I'm just
was a
like
real
sleeping
good one.
peaceful, just dreaming, and just hear it like a. Just like, what the fuck is going on?
Scored a hockey goal. It's a good one, man. I missed that one.
Dude, I love that. That was so funny because I feel like we were intoxicated and we were watching The Office, and it was during the UGLY. You got no alibi. You ugly. You ugly. Go Michael Scott Paper Company. And we were like laughing so hard we were crying. Like, this fucking makes no sense.
We
It's
just
so,
gotten back
yeah.
from the bar and
Yeah.
everything, and
Oh my god, that was a fun show too. I forgot we did. Yeah, that. I mean, we've played the Rocktober a couple times, but the last year we did the after party show as well at the bar. That was a real fun set. Yeah,
yeah.
that was good times.
So you guys watched The Office when you got back. I remember getting back. I don't know if you remember this, Tyler.
Your
But-
wife was drunk.
Oh, she was. Yeah.
And I fell asleep to Crystal telling Kelly just like broken record. You're a goddess.
Oh yeah.
Kelly.
You're so yeah.
You're so beautiful.
You're a goddess. You're
Kelly's
so beautiful,
like,
Kelly.
oh my, thank you. You're beautiful as well. And it was,
Because Kelly had to wake up early and then drive back in the morning, didn't she?
I also
yeah,
just
she got a ticket on the way home actually.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
I was gonna say
minor-
I just remembered as well. Your brother picked you up on the way,
yeah, my brother was
you-
living in Cedar City.
but like you were getting your shit out of the van, and I hit you with the pressed ham because we were on the second floor.
Oh,
but
yeah, he
across
thought it
the
was
street from the
hilarious.
but
Yeah,
across the
yeah,
street
yeah.
from the hotel is someone's backyard, and they were in the backyard. So I hit you with the pressed ham. I'm like banging on the window. I'm like bam, bam, bam. Hit you with the pressed ham. We're all laughing, and then I just hear Mike crying, and he's like, I'm like, what? He's like, dude, the fucking neighbor in the backyard saw you. Just moon some dude. They probably didn't even. I mean, there's a fence, so they
Yeah,
didn't even
they
see
didn't
that
see
our
me.
buddies are down there. They just think the neighbor is looking
You're
out
the
of the
guy.
window and just I just fucking did it.
They're like this fucking
Like,
hotel.
fucking hotel. Thanks for the comped rooms, by the way. Never welcomed back.
It was nice.
Holy shit, yeah. But you were saying you got a ticket? Or she got a
Hell
ticket.
yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no,
you got a
yeah.
ticket.
So Kelly, I mean, she was driving fast. She admits that, but she was wearing her seatbelt, and the UHB came up to the door and was like, "He's like, so I got to give you a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt as well." And she was like, "What? Like I was wearing it?" He's like, "No, I saw you. You weren't wearing it at all." She's like, "I was going 96. Like you're giving me a ticket for going 96, and you were standing still. Like how'd you see me?" Also, I was wearing it because I never don't wear it. Anyways, so he gave her the ticket and she fought it. So they scheduled a court date it was in October. They scheduled a court date for February. And by the time she showed up to the court date, he'd been fired. So the judge was pretty much like, how do you plead? She's like, I was speeding, but I was wearing my seatbelt. He's like, okay, sounds good to me.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
that's
she have to go all the way
amazing.
back down there for the
No,
court?
it was virtual. It was
Oh,
virtual.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
COVID.
But
I don't
yeah,
even
it sounds
remember.
like he had a lot of complaints against him. He was
Dang.
no longer
Wow.
with the patrol.
Tight.
So
That's nice to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah, good to hear.
So I don't hear about Kelly's story till later, but Tanner and I leave, and we're taking back roads from Richfield to Cedar City. I don't know the interstates, but we're on an interstate, just one lane each way, and he blows a tire. And my first thought is like, oh man, like, this is a small car.
Should have rode back with the guys.
I was like, this is a small car. Like, I don't think he has a spare. Luckily, he had a spare. So we put the spare on. We're driving slow because it's one of those like temp spares. You're not supposed to go over.
How far back were you at this point?
We're probably an hour and a half from
Ka-chow.
Cedar. Like, we're not very far out of Richfield. Maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes out
Can
of
you
Richfield.
can you just explain also the logistics of why you're riding back with your brother? Because I feel like I never grasped. It
Okay,
was
it's
it
a
was
long
really
one.
complicated.
It's a long one. All
His
right.
brother goes to college in Cedar City or whatever and was like picking him up, right?
It's
longer. It's longer. All right,
There are
all right, here we
many
go.
All
levels
right,
to
you-
this.
well, give me the quick version. We got to get out of here soon.
All right. My brother lives in Tanner lives in Cedar City. He drove up to Spanish Fork to hang out with the family for a weekend, previous weekend. His car breaks down in Spanish Fork, so he's like, "All right, I'll take Dad's truck back to school because I got to go back to school." So he takes my dad's truck back to Cedar City. My parents have a race in like St. George because my parents are runners. The same weekend we're playing Rocktober. So my parents fixed this car and drove his car and their van down to Cedar City, whereat they swapped my dad's truck for Tanner's car, and then they carried on their way with their two cars. So Tanner had his car, but he had the truck too because my parents left the truck with him. So Tanner
Jesus, this is
picked me up
complicated.
from Richfield so that I could hang out with him for the weekend, but then also drive my dad's truck home.
Okay.
Okay.
fun.
Life is a
It wasn't that exciting, was it?
No.
I feel like it was going to take more to understand, but I think I get it.
I can re-explain if you don't.
God no. But anyway, so he had a sorry.
So his tire blows. We have one of those little donuts you can't do over 40. So we're going like slow as hell, trying to just get to Cedar. And we're both really hungry at this point because it's late in the afternoon because we're driving on like back roads, zigzag and I-15 to get back down. We get to Cedar and get some food, and then his car won't start. Like it won't start at all. And some kind fellow citizen of Cedar stops and tries to give him a jump, and we spend like 30 minutes trying to get it going, and it just won't. And then like a couple hours later, it just started.
Welcome to You Guys Shred, where we talk about our car problems.
Hell yeah, dude.
After tour. This is a post-tour.
Yeah,
problem.
post-tour clarity.
Oh yeah, the next album. So we in previous episodes we've already kind of talked about different like tour stories that I've had, and obviously we'll go into more later on with different groups and things. We've talked about in the first episode like the No Robot kind of shows and stuff, but what we haven't covered is Carter. You used to play in like a show band, right? That went and played
Show choir.
show choir, and you went and played where was it?
We did some shows in Nashville, Tennessee, and some shows in Cincinnati, Ohio. Gabe, Mike's brother, played in that band with me.
Right. If you want to kind of tell the laser story, I think people would like to hear that.
The laser story's funny.
It is.
Before the laser story, side note, just a quick side note, because these are both stories from Cincinnati, but Gabe and I were in the Walgreens, and the fella in front of us, Gabe and I are 17.
You don't need to move
We're
the
young
mic.
at the time. I know I don't need to move the mic.
You're one to talk.
It's my show.
Anyways, the guy in front of us had a lovely scent going on, and Gabe just commented and said, "Hey man, I really like your cologne." And that
That's
was
what
enough.
kids call it these
That was
days.
enough for him to just turn around and hand us like half a joint. Here you go. So later that night, we're all in the room after the show,
Flash forward.
and the hotel's like it's a V shape, and the inside of the V is where our window is, so that whole wall and the room is just one big window. So if you look out across the V, you could see into someone else's room if their curtains are open. So
Seems
you
like a
can see where
flaw.
this is going. So we look across the V. We're maybe like 15th floor, and we look across on like the 12th or 13th floor, and we can see a couple just totally naked.
Just jamming.
She's on her knees just going to town. And it took us, I mean, it's a long distance between the V, so they're a ways away. So we kept like a double
Did you ever
take,
put
like-
together the V shape and no?
There's layers.
Yeah, there's layers. It's like an onion. It's like ogre. The hotel was a V, and then also if you looked from your point of the V, you could see another V.
Indeed.
Indeed.
So after 5 minutes of like, is that really what's going on? There's no way that's not what's going on.
17-year-old boys having a good time.
Exactly. You know, Trevor, the drummer of the band,
Half
is
the
like,
joint down.
I have a industrial like military grade laser pointer in my backpack.
Which one?
We're like,
Which 17-year-old kids have? Why? Why'd you bring that?
Anyways, I don't know how to dress up the story anymore. We just used the laser pointer, and it seemed like they were embarrassed. You know, like I feel like if they were shooting like a porn video, they would have been like, "Oh, stupid kids." But
Yeah, it was obviously
they
just
were
somebody, yeah, it was
definitely
always just a kid. Just kids. Yeah.
because she saw it before he saw it, right? Because we're shining it kind of on his on his belly, like where she might see it.
As if a sniper's in the distance.
Exactly, and it was a priceless reaction. For those listening and not watching, it was something like this.
Oh fuck.
That's so silly, man.
Has Gabe told you that story?
Yeah, Gabe's told me a bunch of stories.
Wait, what other stories has Gabe said?
Oh, I can't remember.
Those are probably the best ones from Cincinnati, at least.
You'd have to ask Gabe.
Oh, yeah, get them on.
Yeah. Oh, how about when we were going through the Dutch Bros? That's fun.
The sticker.
When we were going through Dutch Bros, and I did just the best job at putting a sticker on this little pole, and Keaton told me that it was all fucked up, and then
It was halfway off, man.
it was not. It was just great. I probably could not have done. a
So
more
I'm in the
perfect
front
job.
seat
With the
I'm
conditions?
driving. I think Tyler was in the front seat, and you two were in the back, right?
And you drove
Yeah.
way
So
too
I
fast.
heard and grabbed you. I heard and grabbed you a sticker, and then like here, throw it on the pole. That's like because everyone throws stickers on the poles right before you hurry hop out, throw a sticker on. The lady's like, "Did you guys just put a sticker on?" We're like, "No." But yeah. And she's like, "Oh wow!" And she goes out and she looks at it. He's like, "Wow, you put that on really fast and did that." And you're like, "Thanks." He just said I did a bad job. But Mike jokes are always like volume 2, so only you heard it.
Yep.
It was amazing though.
Tyler,
Mike's-
Love your jokes.
Tyler always
Mike
hears
jokes.
my joke and then says it louder for me.
Yeah, that's Mike's. I'm just trying to make sure everyone hears it, but then Keaton will laugh at it and think that it's just my joke, and then I'm
That's
like,
not true. I know Mike jokes. I love Mike jokes. Thanks. You just said I did a bad job.
Yeah. You are very good at
Yeah.
making sure everyone knows it was a
Like,
Mike joke.
I was like, Mike just said that. I wish I had Mike's wit. Come on.
Yeah, I just say it to myself, so I don't even care if y'all hear it.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to kind of cut this a little short just because we have to go up to the radio station. But we do have tons of awesome music that's about to be coming out. We have a mini documentary. We got all kinds of fucking music videos that we did that are all super fun. We have upcoming shows. We're playing the Buzzards and Bees Festival that's just got announced in Provo on the 22nd of October, and then we'll be playing Barbary Coast on November 12th. And yeah, the mini documentary I think is going to come out October 12th through Provo Magazine, so that'll be cool.
Ooh, fun.
Who fun? You're hearing it first.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I am.
I am. But yeah, look out for our new album. We'll probably do another podcast when the album comes out or whatever else. Yeah, kind of like a celebratory type thing or whatever. So thanks for watching.
PBCT.
I'm your co-host, Tyler Christians.
But this might be the least profound thing anyone's ever said. But it feels like we're on a podcast right now.
Thanks for listening to You Guys Shred.